Hello, and welcome to this special mini bonus episode of Recruiting Hell. I'm your host, Rob Conlon. This is a first for us here at the show when it comes to mini episodes. I'm not going to promise them for the future as a staple part of the Recruiting Hell content schedule, but this week the situation presented itself far too well to not have this missing knowledge along for the ride. Our upcoming episode, releasing on December 16th, is with James Aiken, and his truly unique idea revolving around buying yourself a job. Now, he explained this idea exceptionally well, but the one thing I realized that I didn't do, and this is 100% my fault as a show host, is that I didn't preface the conversation of buying yourself a job with enough marketing background for those out there in the listener base who aren't marketing people. So the purpose of this little episode is to bring you a bit more knowledge on things like traffic funnels, retargeting, and social media advertising, and how they work, while still relating them to job hunting. Now, if you're not familiar with those terms, I'd heavily suggest continuing to listen to this mini episode before diving into the main event this week. If you're a marketing guru, though, you can skip ahead, or see if I made any mistakes and then send me some hate mail. Either way is absolutely fine. Now let's get started. In the past, I've mentioned that job hunting is a lot like sales. You need to prospect for customers, qualify them as a buyer, have the buying conversation, and hopefully sell to them. This can all be arranged in a reverse pyramid or a funnel that has 4 levels. At the top, the broadest level, is everyone who could possibly be interested in your product. Or in the case of job hunting, in hiring you. The next level down could be those people looking for that product or service, or in the case of job hunting, hiring new employees right now. The next level is the sales discussion, the interview to see if you're a fit for each other. And the last and bottommost step of sales marketing or a job funnel is the sale, closing the deal. The prospect buys the product, service, or hires the employee. So why is this thing shaped like a funnel, though? Well, at each level, disqualifications occur that eliminate certain prospects in your funnel. From level 1 to level 2, it might be those companies that are actively hiring. Now, unless you have excellent connections, you generally can't get a job at a company that's on a hiring freeze. This eliminates a good deal of companies right off the bat. The ones that survive this level go down to the next, narrower part of the funnel, which is companies actually looking for help. The qualifications for the next level down would be if a company were to offer you an interview. This third step, where you actually land a chance to pitch your product, aka yourself, to the company in an interview. We all know far too well that not every interview is successful. So those companies where you're not successfully interviewed get eliminated from your funnel, which leads us to the final step at the bottom, which produces results. The sale, the hiring, the product, whatever it might be. Accepting an offer here converts a prospect to a customer and a company to an employer. Along the way, we've likely eliminated tens, hundreds, or even thousands of other contenders to distill out the opportunities that give positive results. Now that's the essence of sales. And it's also the essence of marketing and, of course, a job funnel. Got it? Good. Now the next portions are intertwined. Social media marketing and retargeting. Social media marketing is something we see every day in our lives, and the average American sees over 5,000 messages from products and services every day, which is absolutely insane. Social media makes use of tracking your online behaviors to redirect content your way that is relevant to you. And whether that's cat videos or sneaker ads, it doesn't matter. When you visit a website, your phone or PC loads web pages, and some of the data embedded in the web pages are classified as trackers. They're little pieces of data that basically record your visit to the site and report to the site owner what you did while you were there. How long you were on a certain page, how many clicks did you put on a certain link, what items did you put in your shopping cart, what items did you take out of your shopping cart, you get the picture. These little pieces of data are then all gathered up by the business's website team and shipped over to their marketing department to be used to help drive their sales efforts towards you, whether you bought or not. Now, companies make sponsored posts on social media platforms for people to buy their services and products. It's pretty simple. They run an ad. Now, it gets a little bit more complex when you visit their website and really start to consider buying whatever it is that they have for sale, especially if you decide it's not the right time to buy after looking at the item. This is where retargeting comes in. Quick story time. A few nights ago, my wife and I were watching TV, and my wife saw a pair of boots on a girl in a Hyundai car commercial. They were super cute, tall, kind of fluffy winter boots, and she said, "Oh, I'd love a pair of those." So she goes online, she does a bit of digging, and she finds out that LL Bean sells the ones she wants. But they're $269, and of course Recruiting Hell isn't world famous just yet, so we'll have to save up for them. LL Bean's website has loaded a pixel and other files like cookies into whatever device she's browsing from, and LL Bean's marketing team is going to be using what's called retargeting, using the data collected from the tracker that's on her device to show her ads through their paid social media ad campaigns to advertise those boots to her via ads that she'd see in her Facebook, Instagram, or Reddit feeds or whatever site she might be on. So retargeting allows a company to have a second chance or more at a sale by dangling the item you were looking at in front of you again and again, because they have a tracker that said, this person went to this part of the site and looked at this for however long. They might want this. This little bit of background is absolutely key for the next episode, and I'm glad you stuck around to learn a little bit more about it. James's concept is really quite extraordinary, and I believe that if you were short on marketing knowledge before, that you now at least have the basic tools to completely appreciate and understand what he would be proposing. So thanks a lot for swinging by this mini episode. If you felt it was worthwhile, let me know on social media, or of course you can email me direct at therecruitinghellpodcast@gmail.com. I'd have normally placed this content in the episode itself, but I did not realize that this knowledge might actually not be common until about 48 hours before release. And having mixed and edited the entire episode for video on YouTube and audio on my release platforms for that, I believe this may be the best course of action, as time is, of course, of the essence. A big thank you to you, the listener, of course, for tuning in, and Purple Planet Music for our themes. Thanks again for swinging by Recruiting Hell. As always, folks, remember, your job hunt is a marathon, not a sprint, and Recruiting Hell will be here to help you keep pace.